Hello and welcome to Get Creative in the Kitchen. Today's recipe is a lovely bean and potato sabji or curry. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so here's what you're going to need for this recipe. I'm using long beans, but you can use any other beans of your choice. I will leave all the ingredients in the description below. So let's start by heating up our pan, and once the pan is hot, we're going to add our oil. I'm using mustard oil here because I love the flavor for mustard oil. It's got a very strong, pungent smell and flavor, which is great for certain recipes. But if you don't have mustard oil, you can use another oil. Now we really need to let this mustard oil heat up. Otherwise it has a raw kind of flavor. So let the oil heat up well. And then we're going to add our mustard seeds, our cumin seeds, and just give that a little mix. Add your garlic. I'm using fresh chopped garlic here. Mix that through. And once the garlic's released its aroma, you're going to add your Asafetida and give that a little mix. We're now going to add our potatoes. I have cut my potatoes into nice little wedges. Mix those potatoes through nicely, and we're going to fry it for about 5 minutes. What I would like is for my potatoes to turn slightly crunchy on the outside, or just, you can see the edges here that have changed color. It's time now to add our beans. I have cut the beans to roughly about the same length as the potatoes. So let's mix that through. And we're going to cook our beans for roughly about another 5 minutes. Okay, that's looking good. So we're going to put the lid on now and cook our beans and potatoes for about 5 to 8 minutes in its own steam. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes, so let's check on our beans and potato. That's looking good, so I have let it cook on a low flame in its own steam. It helps enhance the flavor of the dish if you let it cook slowly in its own steam without adding any water. So that is looking good. I'm happy with this. We're now ready to add our dry spices, starting with our turmeric, coriander, and our red chilies to your taste. Smells beautiful. Make sure you cook those raw spices through nicely for a few minutes. My beans and potatoes look cooked, but I'm just going to put the lid on for 1 minute to cook those spices through. It's been about a minute. Just want to check and see if the spices are cooked. That's looking good and smelling delicious. It's time now to finish it off with our lovely Garam Masala and our Amchur powder or mango powder, which is optional. If you don't have mango powder, you can get them in the Indian supermarkets, But if you don't want to use mango powder, you can use lemon juice. So mango powder just has a slightly sour taste. Mix that all through nicely for a few minutes. The Amchur powder or mango powder has its own nice flavor. We're going to finish it off with a generous topping of chili flakes. I don't mind a bit of chili, so as much as chili as you like, or you can skip the chili. But I just like the look of the chili flakes at the end of the dish, and it just adds a little bit more of a bite to it. So just mix that through nicely. This super simple potato and bean curry or sabji is absolutely delicious. So do give it a try. I would love to hear from you in the comments section. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and you can check out my other bean and potato curries. I will leave a link in the description below. See you in the next video.